When was the last time you felt really calm, not distracted by anything in your life, but just present? I'm gonna help you get into that state right now. Do this with me for 5 seconds. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a second, and take a deep breath out. That feeling, that's what you're missing all day. Being in this state all day of just a little focused, a little content, a little bit happier, that'll make all of your time a lot better. That is called mindful breathing. So that's kind of the idea of this episode. I'm going to help you through these practices that I have, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to help you enjoy the beauty of life around you, the nature, the people that love you and care about you, your friends and family, the things that you have. All of that will help you become happier day to day. I don't know if you've watched any of my previous episodes. This is the Modern Mindspaces podcast. This is episode 7, actually. The previous 6 episodes have all been about things that cause stress in our lives, but I haven't provided a ton of context of how to get rid of stress and how to be happier. So I've got a info card above with a playlist of all of my previous episodes, and this episode is going to be how to get rid of that stress. It's going to be how to enjoy the beauty of life. So, what can we do to help us be happier and have less stress? Well, I've prepared 5 exercises today, 5 practices that will help you with that. So the first one is mindful breathing. We already talked about that. We already did it, but let's do it again real quick. Come on, take a deep breath in, hold it for a second, and a deep breath out. As you breathe out, just feel everything decompress, feel that stress just melt out of your body. That's very good. Mindful breathing, when done in repetition, is called mindfulness meditation. Throughout this episode, I want you to just, whenever you're feeling a little stressed or whenever you're noticing that your focus from the episode is drifting away, just take a deep breath in, hold it for a second, and take a deep breath out. I've done it with you a couple times, and I want you to do it by yourself, though, because that's how you'll build it into a good habit to have on a day-to-day basis. And also, like I said, when you combine a bunch of them at once, that's going to lead you into mindfulness meditation, which I'm going to talk about a little bit towards the end of this episode. But our second exercise is gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is a very powerful tool and something that's going to make you feel more grateful for the things you have in your life. It's going to bring you more happiness, and it's going to make you realize how much you actually have in your life that's good and great for you. I'm going to share a couple of things that I'm grateful for in my life that I wrote down this morning. I just do gratitude journaling every morning, by the way. That's when I think it's the best time to do it, because it's going to get you happy and feeling grateful throughout the entire day. So the first thing that I wrote down is I am grateful for the relationship that I have with my girlfriend, because she is very supportive of my goals and dreams. I also wrote down that I am grateful for all of the books that I have in my life that are helping me learn new things that I can talk about on this podcast. Because, quick spoiler, there's a book that I read that has taught me a lot of this stuff, and I'm going to share it with you later. And I'm also grateful for some of my coworkers that I have in my job that are very supportive of the goals and dreams that I have as well, like this podcast. So, by journaling things every day, it's going to get you in a state of constantly being grateful. And that is a great state to be in. So far we've covered mindful breathing and gratitude journaling. We also have outdoor walks. Now you might be like, oh, come on, man. Like, I walk my dog all the time. Like, that's not an important thing. There's no way that's actually good for you. But I'm telling you right now, it is very good for you. Going outside, go to a local beach or a local park, and just take a walk outside and notice the grass, the trees. Maybe there's water around you. Maybe there's some flowers. Maybe there's other people. And just notice all of that and appreciate it. Appreciating the beauty of nature is going to make you so, so happy all the time. It's going to cause you to feel more content and more at peace constantly. We also have self-love exercises. You might think, that's kind of cringe, bro. Self love, are you serious? And I'm telling you, yes, having love for yourself is crucially important because it's going to help make you more productive. And I'll explain how later. But I usually write down 5 things that I love about myself right when I do my gratitude journaling in the morning. And I'm going to share just a couple of them with you. I love that I'm pursuing being a kinder person, because kindness also is good for your happiness, because when you're being kind to other people, they're going to be kind to you. It's like the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. And when people are kind to you, they're going to make you feel good and make you feel happy as a person. So it's like this mutual exchange of happiness. Another one is I'm setting up systems for success with my podcast. I'm figuring out how to upload more frequently, how to make better quality uploads so you can expect more content and better content in the future. So subscribe for that. And I have been prioritizing my learning much more recently, which is also great. Learning new skills and new things to once again talk about on this podcast. So there's some examples of things that you could kind of write, give you an idea of what to write down, things that you love about yourself. It could even be something as simple as you love the outfit that you're wearing today, or you love how your hair looks, or you just love that you love other people. It could be really anything. And our last exercise, our last practice, is going somewhere without your phone. This is extremely important. It's probably one of the most important things. You want to build an identity without your phone because sadly, phones are something that we use constantly all the time, and it's not always for something super productive. And generally, your phone can kind of create an identity of you with your phone that isn't productive, isn't happy, isn't grateful. So, going somewhere without your phone is going to keep that distraction of your phone away from you. And it's also going to help you build an identity that doesn't include your phone. And that's going to help you be more productive, more happy, more grateful, all of the things we've talked about in this episode. So, I want you to apply all 5 of these things. And you might think there's no way that's going to work. Or maybe like, I've tried these things and they haven't worked. But I'm going to tell you right now that even if those things don't work, you can choose to be happy. It's amazing. You might think that you don't have control over your emotions, but you do. You can always choose to be happy. Choose to put a smile on your face. Choose to be filled with the emotion of happiness. And it works. I'm telling you, just force a smile on your face every morning. And I guarantee you, you go outside, maybe you go for that walk like I was telling you to do. You see some other people outside enjoying the nice weather, and you've got this smile on your face, and they see that, so they smile. And then you have a genuine reason to be smiling because smiling is contagious. Or something happens in your life that gives you a genuine reason to smile. But by smiling right away, it makes those events more likely to happen. And one last thing, and this is why it's so important to be happy all the time, is happiness is beautifully paired with a vision for the future. This is a state called bending reality. So, when you're happy and you have a vision for the future, when you're happy, you're more productive. So, it's going to help you get closer to that vision for the future. So, where did I learn that? From this book here, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. Uh, I apologize if I said his name incorrectly, but this book is something I read recently, and it has taught me basically everything that's been talked about in this episode so far. But one of the specific terms he has is bending reality. And so I'm going to read that to you right now. So here's a direct quote from the book. He's basically defining bending reality. So, this is the ideal state where you're happy in the now and you have a vision for the future that drives you. Your vision pulls you forward, but you're happy now despite not having yet attained that vision. When you're in this state, there's a feeling of growth and enjoyment. By being in the state of bending reality, you are constantly feeling growth and enjoyment in your day to day life. And here's where he's talking about being happy in the now. A key ingredient of this state is that your happiness is not tied to attaining your vision. It comes from the pursuit of your vision. combined with a sense of gratitude for what you already have. Pretty good quote. And the last one that I have here on page 133 is, this is your happiness gauge. Think back to a time of supreme happiness in your life. Do that with me right now. Maybe it was a day you fell in love, got married, had a baby, achieved a dream goal, had a spiritual epiphany, or just felt glad to be alive. Spend a few moments feeling those feelings. It's incredible, right? So, I highly, highly recommend reading this book. I'll actually leave a link to where to buy it in the bio, or my description. But once again, the book is called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. This is a New York Times bestseller. One of the best books I've ever read personally. But take all that I learned today, or take all of the things that you've learned today, and try to apply them and notice how much happier you'll feel almost instantly. And it compounds over time. You're constantly going to be much happier. But I did mention mindfulness meditation earlier in the episode, and that is basically when you're practicing mindful breathing constantly. And there's an app that I use for mindfulness meditation called Medito. It is completely free. I would highly recommend using that app because it'll kind of guide you through meditation and it'll just remind you to stay focused. And a quick note on meditation, I hope to do an episode in depth on this in the future, but for now, I just want to let you know, a lot of people have this idea of meditation where they've probably tried it, but they think that they can't do it. And it's because, oh, I'll sit down and I'll try to just meditate and not focus on anything. But then I inevitably think about something like, I can't meditate. Yes, you can. The whole idea of meditation is to actually sit down and try not to think, yes, but it's actually a good thing when you think of something. That's when you get XP in the meditation skill. That's when you level up in the meditation skill. So let's say you sit down and you start meditating, and within 30 seconds, you start thinking of something like what you're going to have for dinner tonight. Recognize that you thought about that. Don't get mad at yourself, but then just remind yourself, all right, I'm going to go back to the breath. Every time you do that, you gain a little bit of XP in meditation. You get a little bit better at it, and you're going to level up in the meditation skill, and then you'll be able to sit down and not think about things as quickly. You always will, but that's okay. So take these practices that I've taught you today and try to just make your life a little bit happier. And finally, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed or distracted or unhappy, you can always come back to this video, watch it again. Let it be your reminder of how easy it is to just be happy and to be stress-free and be content in your life. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this content, I'll be making much more of it. Go ahead and subscribe. Have a great day.